Bing bang, bing bang.
Good morning, Squeebs. How are you guys? Oh gosh, let's get some haze. We've got Pasta, Mantra, we got Vader, Be Cool, Pasta. I see you in the chat all over. BK, what up? Cowboy, okay. KT Cowboy. Wait, I wish it was KTM. Do you ride dirt bikes or is it just for something else? Okay, moving on. Daddy J Face, Squish, Mernin. What's up, guys? All right. How is everybody feeling today? Hey, homies. Honeys. Oh.
No, homies.
Oh, sorry, I did change it. I say homies. She says honeys.
Oh, yeah.
She's, oh. Knight Templar, actually. Oh, that's way more intense. Side chick, good morning. Or side chick? Sidekick. Good morning.
Chick.
Hey, that's what they used to call me. I'm just kidding. Let me chill. I'm just kidding, guys. That is your nickname, Daddy, now. What do you mean? I catch you in other streams. That's what we call him around here. He's everybody's side chick. Oh. Coda says hi, guys. Side chick. Can we call you? No, that's offensive. We won't call you side chick. Side chick. Not everybody's saying it. Let's go. What up, crazy?
Oh my God.
Let's go. Homies and honeys, sidekicks and side chicks. Welcome to Mornings With. We've got homies and honeys. We've got sidekicks and side chicks. We've got Mantra and BK. Pish posh, potato. I'm just kidding. Let's chill. Hey, I don't care. I know you're talking to me. I'm dead. All right, side chicks it is. This is why I'm here. Let's go. Bing bong, you ding dongs. Good morning, everyone. Okay, first of all, I just want everybody to know, for those of you that have been here before, we usually start at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know who thought of that. Whose idea was that?
That was definitely your idea.
Bro, so somebody let me make a decision I shouldn't have made because we decided, okay, so Mantra's in Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, I don't do time zones, Mantra. Okay.
Mantra, she does McGee time, and that's
literally, I can't.
The only time that matters.
There you go. Yeah, so he's way over there, and I'm in East Coast time. So today we decided to start at 11:30 Eastern time. Listen, guys, I woke up. I had a cup of coffee while I watched my trash TV show. I did my laundry. Like, my bed sheets are in the wash already, okay? And then I did dishes, and I made waffles, hash browns, and eggs for breakfast. On top of I showered, and I look good. And then I come in here calling you guys names. But this is it. This is what. So I'm just saying, Mornings With might have to be more of this time. McGee needs an adult. Hey, you're not wrong.
Sounds like a productive morning.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Productive morning, and I do appreciate the accommodation.
Oh, absolutely. No, this is. I think it was a sigh of relief
I think this
for.
is now a lifestyle change, is what it is.
I was like, I think they were like excited that it was not 8:30. Usually it was me running out of bed and I'm like, I'm here. Let's go. Welcome to our morning. Oh,
It still looks like I just got out of bed.
That's okay. My trash TV show that I watched this morning was The Circle. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but
Circle.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, it's like a social media
Yes.
kind of
Yes,
storyline,
the
yeah.
experiment. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm all in. I'm like 3 seasons deep. I can't handle it, and it's so stupid because then I'm like talking to Damon and I'm like laughing, crying emoji, and I'm like, because that's what they have to say out loud to put the emojis in, and so my husband's just like, all right,
they
see
do.
you later. Like a kissy emoji. Bye. Oh, let's go. BK, who created the painting behind you? Yes. All right, guys. So real quick, mantra. Welcome to Mornings with. How are you?
Oh,
I'm
my?
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm mantra. How are you? Daddy, we'll get to you, you side chick. Not the side chick in the chat, but daddy. Mantra, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Super energized. I've had my caffeination. I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Let's go. Okay, so wait, who all has had a coffee this morning? That's
I've had
it.
3.
Oh, okay, father. And then BK?
No.
No, you just woke up. She's I just.
She needs to take a break and go make one.
There we go. Everybody. I had liquid sugar. Yes. What is that? Honda, good morning, you bing bong.
Bing bong.
More sugar than coffee. That's what that means.
Oh.
I've had a
Touche.
coffee and a
Touche.
tea.
What?
Good
Oh
idea.
wait. Do you
Anybody?
drink hot tea?
Yeah.
No, I can't do hot tea.
Why is that?
I also can't do hot pickles. Just so you guys know.
Oh, like on burgers and stuff?
Mantra's low. Can you turn them up a little bit?
Mantra's low.
I think
Yeah, that's
Monster's
what
low
BK
pretty.
said.
Oh.
Can they hear him
I
now?
can hear him on my end, but
Yeah, I can't just.
say something, Mantra.
Hello. Good morning. This morning I had toast with peanut butter and blueberries.
Ooh.
I like diabetes in my coffee. Wait, I love it. That is better. Okay, good. Okay.
there
All
we
right. Wait, let's get this thing started. Mantra. Oh, wait. I forgot to tell you guys what we're doing today. We're getting to know Mantra. So after we get to know Mantra, guys, we'll take a quick, like, maybe 5-minute, 10-minute break on Words on Stream. And then Honda, bing bong, ya ding dong, he's hosting customs. So me, Daddy J, and Honda will be commentating after we die. Well, Honda probably won't die. Honda doesn't die. After Daddy and I die, we will be commentating for it. So it'll be amazing. But yeah. Anyways, solos. I don't know what we're doing. We'll do a bunch of different ones. Okay, Mantra. How did we get here? Who do you know? Did I meet you? Did you meet me first?
Okay, I think the connection goes like this. I think that Nestle introduced me to Almost Adulting.
Okay.
And then Almost Adulting was like, hey, McGee's doing, I think you were doing like a 24-hour, so you were doing
That
something
sounds
special
accurate. Yeah.
at some point, and he's like, hey, you should go meet McGee. She's like the female version of you.
Oh.
And I was like, let's go. Let's check it out. So I jump into chat, and of course, I'm like, I felt right at home. So I think
Let's
that's
go.
the connection.
Okay, so that's how we met. Because then I remember going to yours and you being like, wait, McGee. And I was like, I just didn't remember how it happened. I just always get places and I'm like, how did I get here? But I'm thankful for it. And then Daddy J, did you know Mantra before?
No.
That came after as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we all know BK is just like, she just got here. She just got here. I didn't mean to like brush it. I was just like, she got here. Okay, anyways. Okay.
It's just in the corner of the screen.
Okay. So
Morning, Honda.
Morning, Honda.
good morning, Honda. Oh, he said it to you guys. Okay. They said hi. Good morning, Mantra. Okay. Just patiently waiting, Honda. Anyway.
Good morning, Honda.
Sorry, guys. We're going to wait until there's something coming in the chat for me. I know there's something coming.
Oh, there you go.
I'll take it, you bing bong. Okay, anyways. All right, so Mantra, the whole purpose of this is we want to get to know you a little bit. Like, so there are different, like, there's different style of streamers. There's all these, I don't know. I guess there's all these different genres and groups we could put people in and all that. But one of the things I love the most is getting to know just why people do it. And I think that's one of the things that I fell in love with when I went into your community is it was like just constant positive reinforcement. Like, I'm going to be one of those to say that like life is tough and like You know, the world is really good at just like knocking us down. But like I walked into your stream, well, I clicked into your stream, and everybody was like super positive and exciting and encouraging. And it was just such an awesome vibe. And I'm like, I have to get to know him. So then we started this morning's with, and you were one of the first names on the list. And so we're like, we got to get this guy. And then I was like, play it cool. Let me chat a little bit, you know, so that I'm not just like sliding in his DMs like, hey, what's up? Hello. But yeah, so we just want to get to know a little bit about you. And so if you want to share a little bit about, I want to know why you started streaming and then the heart and the reason behind your stream. Like, what is your big idea for it?
Yeah, so I started streaming with intention, I would say, in July of last year. I had been streaming since 2020, COVID times. And that's really the origin story of all this for me. COVID happened. I was going through a divorce at the time. I was looking for a way to connect with my kids. And my youngest son liked playing Fortnite at the time, doesn't anymore, but imagine. But I was using Fortnite as a way to connect with him. So it was a way that he and I could spend time together virtually, and I got to understand his world a little bit better. And yeah, COVID times hit, and there was just not a lot going on, and we were on lockdown, and I started streaming purely as a way to record my gameplay, because I thought, oh, wouldn't it be fun if I could have like this like beginning video of like my bot gameplay as a beginner, and then like later when I get good, I could put together like a little compilation like showing like how much I've improved.
Not a man with a plan.
That
I like do something, I'm like, I should have recorded that. I should have recorded that. That's my mentality. I love that.
So I started streaming to absolutely nobody, just straight from the Xbox. And then in July, I had put some videos out there just for fun in one of the Facebook groups that I was a part of. And then I got really encouraged. That would be the Fortnite for Dads and Moms group, or FDM. And they were super supportive and like, hey, we really like your videos. You should do more. Hey, have you ever thought about streaming? And so it was really a community of people that kind of came behind me, and they were like, hey, like, we want to see you succeed. Like, can you do some more? And so FDM really was the place where I kind of found my community and found my voice even. And so I started streaming in July and made affiliate pretty quick because I'd already had a bunch of followers, and all I really had to do was the 3 concurrent viewer thing, and that happened in about a month. And truly now the reason I stream is because I do love spreading positivity. And you're talking about the different types of streamers that there are. I could never be any other type of streamer. I just am who I am on stream. And I was raised by a truck driver and a waitress. And my mom probably had the most influence on me in my life. And she's just the one that really put everything into me as far as how to communicate, how to treat people, how to see the positive in every situation. So my mom, you know, being a waitress, didn't have a lot of money. You know, times were hard. My parents were divorced before I was even 3 years old. Mm-hmm. And so my mom had a lot of challenges, and she had me at 20. She was basically on her own at like 14. So she learned how to adapt and kind of go with the flow and kind of take anything and make something great out of it. And that was given to me, that was gifted to me just from knowing and loving my mom. And so that's just a big part of who I am. I love to see the positive in everybody. I love to look around the room and see like who I could get connected. Like, oh, like that person needs to know that person because they have common ground. And yeah, in every situation, I do try to find the positive and try to figure out like how we can make the best of whatever just happened.
Dang. Okay, I see you. So you sit. Oh, go ahead, Daddy. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I love the reason why you started playing, because it's similar to the reason why I started doing Minecraft stuff. And the reason why I started streaming was because I was doing a bunch of Minecraft mods with my kids, and then I was like, I'm doing this when they're not here because they live with their mom. I'm doing this when they're not here. Might as well put it on stream so I can like hang out with other people while I'm sitting here doing all this work. Basically.
Exactly. And when my son stopped playing Fortnite, he moved on to Call of Duty, and he tried to get me onto Call of Duty, and I just couldn't get the hang of it. I think my brain could only handle one game at a time. You know, I was learning a game, and Fortnite's kind of technical with all the building and everything at that time during COVID times. We didn't have zero build, and it's just very technical. So I was really, you know, kind of spending a lot of time trying to learn it. He moved on to COD and left me in the dust, and I was like, well, I guess I'm the only adult who plays Fortnite. And quickly learned I was wrong. I'm not the only adult who loves Fortnite with a passion. So, and that's why I think it's important that you find community, because when I did figure out, like, oh, I'm not alone in this, there's a thriving community of adults who play Fortnite and adults who love gaming. I was like, okay, well, I'm not such an outsider. This is actually an accepted thing, and there's actually a lot of people just like me. So, exactly. I love that, we kind of took what began as a tool to connect with our kids into something bigger, and this kind of more become our own thing now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm horrible at Minecraft. Don't make me play, Daddy.
I'm not gonna make you
Okay,
play.
cool. So, Mandra,
Okay.
is there any other games that you do play?
I played Fall Guys for the very first time the other day when the
Okay.
Fortnite servers were down.
It's like, I gotta do something. Okay.
So you didn't grow up playing video games. It was-
Actually, I did, but I just had a really long time of not playing video games. So I started playing on an Atari, and this is crazy. Being a child of the 80s. By the way, something I enjoy doing, if I ever get rated, I like to ask those who don't know me, those who aren't in my community, just take a guess at how old you think I am. So maybe your chat can just take guesses in the chat as to how old they think I am. Anyway, I kind of just gave away a little bit of the story. I did start playing on the Atari way back in the day, and then I started playing the Nintendo a little bit. I guess it was still early days. It just wasn't like in my neighborhood. It wasn't one of those things that everybody had a Nintendo. So you kind of had like select friends. So I grew up playing, Mario Brothers, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. What was that motorcycle game? It was like a motocross game.
Excite Bike?
Excite Bike, that's the one. I loved that one. Space Invaders, all the Atari games, all that stuff. And then got to high school, college days, and didn't play at all. And then somebody for graduation gifted me, what was it called? A GameCube, I think it was, or something like that. Anyway, I got this game system. I had maybe 2 or 3 games. I liked the car games, and I played for maybe a year or two, and then I just didn't play at all. So then, of course, when I had kids, I got them iPads and Xboxes and that kind of stuff. But I didn't really play with them. But COVID hit, and I was like, I'm buying an Xbox. I'm figuring out Fortnite. I want to, see how I can connect with my kid. And we truly had a lot of hours. In fact, he had a little girlfriend, and we played as a trio. And I thought, what an incredible tool. Because think of it like our kids' age, right? Like if you said to the little girlfriend, like, hey, why don't you come over for dinner? She'd probably like not do it. Or if she did, she'd be very like tight-lipped the whole time. But here I was playing for hours, talking with my son and his little girlfriend. And
His little girlfriend kills me. Sorry.
And we're playing a game. I mean, he at that time he was a teenager, so it was appropriate.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so what are the guesses in chat as to how old I am? What are people saying there? 25? Yeah, that's accurate.
62, 73.
73.
19.
46. I was born in
40.
1977, so
Nice.
46.
Okay, so questions from the chat. Hold on, I lost it. All right, Mantra. Did it have any negative effects on you seeing the struggles that you watched your mom go through? Also, if any of the questions are too much, just say pass.
I don't know if that'd be too much for me, but I do see Jerry Bear in the chat too. I want to give a shout out to Jerry Bear.
Hi, Jerry Bear.
Yeah, so I see my whole crew there. I see Be
I know.
Cool. I see Crazy Little Lady.
I know. Thank
Waste.
you
I'm
guys
sorry,
so
I'm gonna
much for
take a quick
coming in.
second.
Yeah.
Sidekick out of all the Mantra Massive. I gotta say thank you so much for being here.
Hey, that's
Okay,
side
so the
chick in
question-
this community. It's side chick in this.
So Vader asked, did it have any negative effects on you seeing the struggles that you watched your mom go through? Yeah. But again, see, having my mom teach me how to make positives out of negatives was everything. So I remember one time walking into the house and seeing my mom who came for a visit. I saw her and my dad literally fighting physically on the ground. And that shocked me. That was something that I was not prepared for as a little kid. I saw my mom struggle with her second marriage and, the tension that was between me and her husband. And there was a time when I only had 1 month of visitation with my mom a summer. And she sensed so much tension between her husband, her new husband, and me, that she said, you know what, I only got 30 days with my son. We're going to move out. I'm going to get an apartment. She literally moved out of her own house to get an apartment so that we could have the remainder of, 20 or 15 days of that month as like our time, like she wanted to protect that time
I
for
love
us.
that.
So literally whole new apartment, furniture and things. And she was not wealthy by any means. So it was all done on a massive budget. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it affected me in a lot of ways. I think maybe one way if it affected me is it helped develop a sense of empathy. Of course, I felt very deeply for my mom, and I hated seeing her go through those struggles. But she was one to never wallow in the struggles. Like, she would never just be down and just like sad and woe is me. She's like, okay, what can I do? What resources do I have? What can I do now to move forward? What can I do to make something happen? And she definitely dealt with a lot of anxiety and depression, even in her later years. Before she passed, rest in peace, Mama. But I think that she just mostly taught me how to take a bad thing and find the positive and make it into a good thing. So sure, there were negative things about it, but I think the overwhelming majority is, hey, son, here's what you do when life sucks, or here's what you do when you're in a bad situation. Here's how to stay positive and keep a smile on your face.
Wow. I love that. Man, sorry, it got me a little emotional there for a second when you were talking about she did everything she could. She got you out. She got an apartment with just you. Like, I remember, and my mom has fought for me. You'll see Jill in the chat randomly. She gets in. She's amazing. My mom pops in and supports everybody. But similar thing, and it does something, I think, Mantra, I don't know about you, but there's a part of me that goes, as I'm older, like, I want to do that. I want to be able to give someone that feeling of, hey, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do whatever it takes to give you some kind of peace, or I'll do whatever it takes to bless you, do whatever it takes to, because I, like you, grew up with a mom that did whatever it takes to provide for us, right? Like, yeah. Anyway,
Huge.
that's also, thank you for sharing that stuff. I know sometimes it's easier to say, but it's still a huge part of who you are, So I appreciate that.
Yeah, you said a little bit ago, part of your question was like, how, there's different types of streamers, and how do you decide to kind of do this type of thing or whatever. And really for me, when I started streaming, it was just like, I knew I was going to play Fortnite anyway, and I might as well just stream it. And there seemed to be a group of people who enjoy watching me play and talk and just chit chat. But I think what happened is that at some point there was a little evolution. Like, I am presenting who I am. Like, this is just who I am no matter what. Like, I can't fake doing a stream as a personality.
Yeah.
Now, do I drink a little extra caffeine? Do I listen to some hype songs before I go live? Of course, yes, because there are days that you don't feel like going live and you just do it anyway.
Yeah.
But there was something that changed, and I kept hearing a lot of people say this thing back to me, like, we love your positivity, we love the positive vibes, we love the positive community. And I was like, this isn't something I was trying to create, it's just something that formed and something that happened. It was like a magnet in some ways. It was like I was putting myself out there into the world and just being myself, and somehow the right people were kind of coming into chat and coming around and beside me and going like, yeah, this is our vibe, this is our tribe, we love this. And so it did become that thing, a place for positivity. And that's what I say. So for your crew who's never been to my chat, if I have a new follower or somebody first time chatter, I always say, welcome in, this is a place for positivity. If you need some, we got you. And if you have some to give it freely. Here you'll find barely mediocre gameplay. No one loves the game more than I do. And I encourage chat. This is something that just evolved over time, that I didn't set out to create a place for positivity. It's just that it became that. And now I tell chat constantly, like, hey, listen, like, if you're having a bad day, come into chat and just say to chat, I need the good vibes. And we just all surround them, give them a group hug, high fives, everything that they need. And, we do our best to send them off with a smile. Yeah. And I literally get messages from people that blow my mind. People saying like, hey, today was the anniversary of the death of my partner. And being in your stream uplifted my spirits and made me feel so much better today. You know, just by being in your chat makes me feel so much better. So I didn't set out to go like, okay, here, like I'm going to play Fortnite and talk about positive. And there was no plan there. I just wanted to play Fortnite and stream it and experiment with it. And boom, the right people kind of came in and it just became this community of positivity, and I'm here for it. I love it. So I'm just the host. I'm just the DJ, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like the party host, and I just allow those kinds of things to happen. And yeah, every now and then we have a moment where we got to ban somebody, some random person or whatever. But you know, it's like it's like your own mental space and your own chat and your own home. You have to protect your boundaries and you have to protect your mind space. And I do a lot to protect my community as well.
I'm gonna start doing a moment of silence for the banned ones. Those are the worst. I gotta ban them, but no.
I love that idea of it's your house, it's your party. You're the one that's setting the tone, and you're the one that sets the boundaries for whatever goes on in your party because it's your responsibility.
Yeah. I also think
I look at it like this.
I
truly do believe that it's like having a birthday party or hosting a party at your house. You know, when you have a party and you have people come in, it's only right to recognize them and to welcome them. It's like, hey, oh my God, oh yo, so and so is here, McGeeve's here, Daddy J Face, yo, like good to see you. You know, like it's only right to welcome people into your party, and that's how I treat the stream, and that's what I do to, you know, kind of just get people excited about sharing stories and being part of it. But that's how I look at it. I'm not necessarily. I might have some things on my mind that I can talk about if chat seems to be a little slow for the day, but I don't go into each day with like a plan or anything. It's just like you don't go to a birthday party.
Oh, thank God, because I don't ever have a plan. I don't ever have a plan. I'm like Daddy. I'm like calling Daddy J or Honda or BK, and I'm like, I hit go live. I got 2 minutes. What am I doing? Like,
yeah, exactly.
I got a little. Sorry. So first of all, I know your community doesn't, and my community knows that I'm going through a bit of a tough time. But I got a little emotional when you were just talking about like when people come in and it's tough and stuff. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional, but we're on real here, so here it is. But yeah, as somebody who does the same, like I want my community to, when you come into my stream, I want you to know, number one, like regardless of who you are, what walk of life you're in, any of that, like this place is safe for you. This is also a space where you can feel all the feelings, or you can feel nothing at all. You can do whatever you want. This space loves you, like just as you are. You don't have to get ready. You don't have to get dolled up. You don't have to fix yourself. Come in with all your mess. And it's funny because lately, I as the one who's like, yes, I'll create this safe space, I've been coming in with all of my mess, and I'm like, here it is, like, but just giving space to let all of you that have been like typing in the chat, even from speak on behalf of Montrose community to Montrose community as well, would be that like you guys help create that. Like there are days I literally canceled a stream this week. I couldn't show up. Like just there was some stuff going on mentally, and I'm battling some stuff. But like you guys, like a bunch of my community had reached out to me. So you guys create that atmosphere too. Like I think Mantra, what you're saying, like we can open the door, turn on the lights, start the music. We can do all of that. But if everybody shows up and is the worst, like, and they're just not loving each other and they're fighting and they're whatever, like the party's ending. We're done. We're not here. So like you guys create that, you know? And so anyway, I wanted to take space to say that while Mantra, Daddy J, while we all take time to like host the party, you guys are a huge part of it. You guys are it. And so we love you guys. I know Mantra loves y'all because he was already hyping up before we even went live. I was like, bro, I got 46,000 followers from you. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like reading the names. He's like, yeah, that's this person. That's this person. That's this person. Like, so we were hype already, but we love you guys and we appreciate you. Sorry. I just wanted to take a second to say that there because I was feeling that. So
I was going
I
to
have
say
a couple questions.
Okay.
I was going to say real quick.
Daddy.
If chat wasn't here, we'd be partying by ourselves.
Honestly, it'd be me and BK. Scratch that. It'd probably be me and Honda. Honda would still, right? Honda. Honda, feel free to confirm.
Me out.
You're out of the party.
Thanks for the love chat.
We're not allowed.
Thanks for the love chat. Appreciate you guys. Sorry to get emotional.
I know. I have a couple questions. The first one, I would like to know about your Post-it notes, per Be Cool. And second one, I hear you do a mean handstand. I would like to know I would like to know if you can do a handstand, and I would like to know if about your post notes.
Let me check the chat really quick and see what Be Cool's talking about with the post-it notes here. Okay. I don't let him fool you. Ask about his post-it notes. Oh yeah, about the plan. Okay, no, I mean that's just the plan about thoughts. Okay, because
so you do have a plan. I got nothing.
No. Here's the deal. Look. My monkey mind is so bad that I'll like be getting ready for the day or the stream, and I'll be like, oh, I should talk about that. That's a story I could share if needed. And then I'll get to the stream and I'll be like, oh man, what was that story I was thinking of? Like it completely is gone. Like I can't bring it back. So that's why. So that's why I just decide to like, okay, like I'll just put it on a post-it note and like put it right here, right under my monitor. So
Not you actually having one.
Yeah, so this one is from the other day. Somebody typed in the chat the socials command, and then Be Cool actually told me, he's like, yo, like I went to your profile page on Twitch. You didn't even have your social links on there. You didn't have your TikTok or your YouTube on your profile page. And I was like, bro, I appreciate you calling me out on that. So I just wrote it down. Like during stream, I was like, okay, well, like, I need to create the socials command and I need to go back to my profile and put the links on there. And so
also Be Cool, you taught him well because he messaged me and said your Discord Mantra messaged me and said your Discord link's broken on your about page. So you taught him well.
Exactly. We gotta look out for each other.
There it is.
And then what was the other question? It was about the post-it notes, and then what was the other?
I hear you do it.
Okay. So to clarify, yes, I did yoga for many years. Now people are saying handstand, and I did get good at handstands, but I'm better. Handstands are rusty, and I have carpet here in the stream room. Handstands are tougher on carpet. I do a headstand on stream. It's a point.
Chari, what up, Chari? I've missed you.
Do a headstand, and kind of like it's a headstand. Yeah. So, I could do one on stream if you're down, but in my community, it's kind of become a reset.
Yeah.
The game of Fortnite makes me. I don't know about anybody else. But when I get down to like the final 5, like my heart is racing. I'm sweating.
Yep, the palms are sweaty. This is what Eminem was writing about. Sweet arms are heavy. The thumb on the sweater already. Mom's forget. Yeah, this is it. Sorry.
So like you get that second place and you're like, dang it. And so like
thank you,
my
Chari.
community has kind of commonly realized like, oh, okay, like let's have him do a headstand because it helps reset everything. And I talk about that. Like it resets the nervous system or something. Like it makes me like calm back down where, you know, I'm just like back to my normal self. And that's the thing too. Like I think this is one of the funny things that I realized along the way is that when I started playing Fortnite, yes, I did get a little angry or upset when I would take an L, right?
Yes.
But at some point I watched other streamers and I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, they just don't even care. Like, they're just like, well, GG's, and they just run it back. They just ready up, and I'm like,
I'm just thinking about all the times Daddy and I have played for like 4 hours straight and just lost every single game. We're like, all right, well, dude, have a good night.
Yeah. we get like 48th place. We're like, all right.
Wait, I'm gonna do a reset for my stream mantra. If yours is a handstand, mine's gonna be like a hardwood floor angel. Like I'm just gonna go down there and do an angel.
Do it.
Get up,
do it.
Reset
but
my
I think
attitude.
that's a conscious decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think there's a natural thing inside of us that's like, oh, I'm frustrated, like I'm angry, I shouldn't have lost that fight or whatever. But it's actually a conscious decision to go, you know what? Like good game. Like that guy outplayed me. Whatever. Like it's fine. I'll just go play another. No big deal. Like no stress here.
BK, thank you so much.
So anyway, I saw Be Cool saying do it. I don't think anyone else wants to see the headstand though.
Yes, we do. I mean, if you want to. Play cool.
Sidekick is trying to redeem points. Be Cool says, can I redeem my channel
yeah,
points?
they're all trying to redeem points.
In here.
I love that.
I'm going to take the headphones off. Talk amongst yourselves, I guess, while I do a headstand.
This is about to happen. This also, thank you so much, BK, for the gifted sub. Let's go. Also, I didn't get to reset it in time. I don't know how it works right now, but let me see. That puts us at, I don't know what we're at right now, 34, whatever.
I feel like I wanted
a hype train? What is happening? Guys, we haven't had a hype train in so long. Wait, thank you so much, Daddy. Wait. Oh my gosh. Look at his. Also, it was so controlled. It was so controlled.
Bing bang.
It's so good. Thank you so much for the follow. What is happening right now? The world is exploding. What? Thank you so much for some tall dude. Thank you for the follow. What? KT followed me earlier. Demo followed me earlier. Side chick. Hey, followed me earlier. Reckham followed me earlier. KDD followed me earlier. Veronica followed me earlier. He is so controlled, baby man. Oh, that's interesting. Guys, we haven't had a hype train in so long. Thank you so much. What is happening, Be Cool? Thank you so much for the gifted sub. What? Listen, Mantra, your handstand reset my life. They just started a hype train.
You got a hype train?
Bro, I haven't had a hype train in so long. And they just did, and the cheer bits. What is going on? And also, your headstand was so controlled. Was so unbelievable. What? Guys, I set all these alerts with the lights, and I don't know what they're going off for, but it's going off for all the things. So it's just gonna keep. Thank you guys so much. But that was so controlled. I'm like, if I expected you to push off and then like lean against the wall, like that would have been.
That's usually how I do them.
That's
usually I do them against the wall.
Mine is usually in a pool. Guys, I can do a handstand in a pool.
Hype train.
Guys, what is happening? Thank you so much for side chick with the gifted sub. Side chick, you's better than my main one.
Man.
Let's go.
Great to
Hydra.
see my crew in
Thank
there.
you.
I
They're
love you
throwing so
guys.
much
I
love.
that.
What is happening, guys? Thank
Oh,
you.
guys. Listen, I would call you all out by name, but listen, every single one of you who know who you are, thank you for being here.
Yes.
And thank you for blessing McGee.
Oh gosh, changing your name to side chick, right? Not to something else. don't take it away. Oh my gosh, this is Miss Mantra. Miss Mantra, how you doing? It's nice to meet you. I'm McGee. Always a pleasure.
It makes an appearance. I love it.
I love that. Wait, so do you want to tell us a little bit about Miss Mantra?
I would love to.
Okay.
She's the most gorgeous woman on the whole planet.
Bing bong.
She's the
Bing
sweetest.
bang.
She's the sweetest woman, and she's very determined, and she's very sure of herself. And we've been together about 2 years now, 2 years and some months. And yeah, we have a good time together. We have a
Let's
good
go.
time. There's a little bit of an age gap.
Thank you so
between
much
us.
for the gifted sub,
And
anonymous
so
gifter.
Every now and then she'll be like, "Well, why weren't you looking for me? Or why weren't you dating me then?" And I'll be like, "Babe, let's just do the math real quick. I was in high school. That means that you were like in elementary school, or like I was in college and you were." It's like there's like 12 years between us. But you get past like 25 years old and it's like nobody cares, right?
Yeah.
But it's funny to do the math when you're like thinking about like your younger days. Like, well, why weren't you looking for me when you were in college? I was like, babe, you were underage.
Yeah. That would have been weird. Then we would have never been able to do. Then we would have only been pen pals.
yeah.
That's what we would have been.
No, but she's a lovely woman, beautiful, gorgeous beyond belief, and she speaks 2 languages. I'm trying to do my best to learn some Spanish, but she's incredible in the kitchen as well. She makes amazing food, and
I love
man,
food.
yeah,
Me
me
too.
too.
That's so funny.
I can keep going. There's a lot there about that.
Wait, I
think
love
she
that.
just
Somebody
somebody
gave her a sub. Yes,
I
guys,
love
thank you
that.
so much. They got us on the level 2. You guys, this is amazing.
Dang,
Cradle
the
Robert.
hype
Whoa,
train. I
not
love
that. Okay, be cool with the all caps. So
You're
I'm done. So my
You always
husband.
gotta be cool for a good time.
That part. My husband is 4 years younger than me. Okay, and so we'll be like, I'll listen to a song or something, and I'll be like, man, I remember we used to listen to the song, and he's like, sweetie, that's from your day. Oh yeah, babe, they said hi. He said hello. But anyways, he used to be like, he's like, babe, that's from your time. I'm like, oh, okay. He's only 4 years younger. He's always doing that. I'm like, do you remember the show? And he goes, I was too young. I couldn't watch it. I'm like, all right. But that's awesome.
That's funny.
Miss Mantra, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you guys found each other. Damon, my boyfriend.
Yes.
Get out of here, Honda. Get out of here. But no, that's awesome. Oop. I love this. Wow, guys, all the love this morning. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm just kind of blown away by all the different things. Okay, so Mantra, if you are not at your PC, if you're not gaming, what are you doing? Like, what's your go-to activity for fun?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Ooh.
You have got to be one of the most controlled people I have ever met in my life. I want you to know from the moment I wake up until I hit the bed, I'm flailing. I just want you to know, like in life, driving down, I'm flailing all the time. You are like, I can do headstands and jujitsu, and yes, you're very calm.
How long have you been doing yoga? Like a long time?
Yoga and I kind of broke up, actually.
This is awkward.
So I did yoga for I think it was about 13 years.
Guys, thank you so much for the hype train.
When I first started doing yoga, it was because
you guys are amazing.
Okay, nobody's old enough to remember P90X, but P90X
yes, my mom told me this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my mom told me about it.
I realized when I said it, Mantra. I realized when it came out of my mouth.
I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna do it, and then I never did.
Yeah. So it's like this P90X. For those of you who are too young to know, P90X was this like at-home workout thing, and you put in the DVD into the DVD player, and you work out with Tony for an hour. Well, one of the days of P90X was yoga, and when I first started, I was like, "This is so dumb. Like, it's boring, it's monotonous, it's repetitive. Like, I just couldn't get into it." Week 2, week 3, I was committed. I'm like, "Okay, I'll keep doing it." I quickly learned that actually for me, yoga became like a real like calming of mind kind of thing. And I actually felt like I got a better workout from doing yoga than some of the other things. Anyway, that started a 12, 13 year practice of yoga. And I did that in conjunction with jiu-jitsu. And jiu-jitsu is a martial art that focuses on ground fighting. So there's striking martial arts.
Pasta, thank you so much. What the heck?
Arts. And Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is one where you wear a gi. I saw Brandon calling out for another points redemption, which is where I put on a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gi.
Oh, is that what that is? I was like, what's a BJJ? But he's going to wear it. Let's go.
So I can go grab that's what another points redemption. In my channel, people can have me put on the gi.
You guys heard it here first. You can redeem your channel points without spending channel points right here. Welcome. We've got handstands, the BJJs. We got this.
They're actually putting in bits to put on the.
Yeah.
I love that. So yeah, I love that, you guys. That's incredible. Okay, so I'd be glad to do that. But yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is something I do 3 or maybe 4 times a week. It is sweaty. You're at close proximity with your training partner. And one of the things that's different between Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a lot of other martial arts like karate or kung fu is that we can train at 100%. So we can actually, like in kung fu, you kick somebody in the face, that's just game over for the day. You know, you're not training anymore. But Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, a lot of the grappling arts, you can train at full speed and everybody walks away and you're okay and you can train tomorrow. So anyway, what do you say, McGeeb? You make the call. You want to move on to something else, or should I put on a gi?
No, I want you to put on whatever it is you're about to put on. Absolutely, bro. They've paid for it. Your call. Your call is
and he goes in the closet.
The chat is running this place, and I love it. I'm here for this. Chat, what is your favorite thing about being a part of Mantra's community? What is your favorite thing? Share, like, I want the people that have never been to Mantra's community that are in my stream to read about it. I paid good bits for that, sir. Yes, you did. Coda, come here.
Oh, he's putting on the whole thing.
Aw. I just want somebody to walk in the room and him to just take him out. Oh, he still has his headset on.
I've heard a couple people mention Sassy. Is that an animal? Is that a kid? Is that
It's his split personality. He turns around and he's like, "Hello."
Yes. So Sassy is my adopted.
I love that side chick. I love that.
My adopted daughter. So Ms. Mantra had 2 kitties from the same litter, Sassy and Pumpkin. And Sassy is that real, like, curious, friendly one. And so in my stream, they can redeem channel points to do a Sassy cam. That's just where I bring Sassy on, and we just kind of just chat for a couple minutes, you know. And then there's a pet command, so they can pet Sassy, and she's over 1,000 pets at this point. It's incredible. There's the emote from Sidekick, the Sassy cam as well. Yeah, Sassy is the friendly kitty, and her sister Pumpkin.
I was like, wait, we got an exclamation point pumpkin. I need to know this. And this is where you
Yeah,
bring in Miss Mantra. This is Pumpkin.
Exactly. So Pumpkin is the one that like she will hiss at you if you try to pet her. So I don't bring Pumpkin on stream unless Miss Mantra brings her in the room. So yeah, Pumpkin
Wow,
and Sassy.
thanks for sharing that, tall dude. I
kitties.
appreciate that.
They only came into my life a couple years ago, and but they're about 10 years old. They're 10
Yes,
years old.
Pasta, I shouted out. Thank you so much for
So,
that.
here we go. Here's
I
the
really
uniform.
appreciate the subs.
There it is.
Let's go. Oh nope, that's terrifying. He's like ready. I'm like, bro, I'm like, all right, let's go. I'll do my hardwood angel. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Wait, so do we get to see Sassy?
You want to do a Sassy cam? Let's do a Sassy cam.
Exclamation
Come on,
point
let me go
Sassy
find it.
in the chat. They're gonna go crazy. I'm ready for this. I would do a Coda cam or exclamation point Coda, but I can't lift her.
And Coda is not one to be for the camera.
Let me see. Coda, come here. Let me see if I can get her. Coda,
She gives a side eye.
come here, Coda. Yeah, she does not
She's
like
like-
the camera. She's
she's like-
here she comes. This is Coda, everyone. That's her. Wait, can you say hi? Can
That's
you,
as good as it gets.
can you please wait, turn around. Okay, well, this is my dog. Coda, you're embarrassing me. Okay.
Brittany, do your lights go orange?
Not yet.
Oh,
Oh, hi. Oh, she's like, you woke me up. Look at her.
Yeah, she was. So she burrows up underneath
Look at her
the heating
face.
blanket on the couch, and she was fast asleep. And you can see that grumpy look on her
Look
face
at her.
right now. She's like, "Why did you wake
She's
me up?"
like, who did
But
it?
but she's so sweet though. She'll let me do anything. So this is Sassy.
Aw. I love it. She's so cute.
I see Rosalind asking when I started jujitsu. That was 2012. So that makes it 12 years ago.
Pasta, thank you so much for the cheer bits. Listen, making a pumpkin face.
know.
Oh, hi. So cute.
She is gonna make it a pumpkin face.
She's-
Usually she does look so confused. Like, what are you doing? Like, why did you do this to me?
She's like, we talked about this.
Anyway,
One
she's
redemption
super
a day. That's it. She's done. Aw. She's
I
like,
mean, and I don't know if you can see, but somebody from my chat, I have a little a wish list on Amazon for the kitties, and someone from my chat purchased this little pad for her. It's like a self-warming pad, so when she lays on it, it warms up. And sometimes she'll hang out here with me when I'm streaming, and other times she just lets herself out. She's
another
gone.
time she's like, excuse me, they've seen it. She's like, make them pay more for it. We're done.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That's amazing. Okay, so jujitsu. Wait, did you already answer how long you've been doing it?
12 years.
12 years, yeah.
Jeez.
And I've not stopped. Like, sometimes people take a break. I would say one of the other things that's different between like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a lot of other martial arts, like sometimes people are like, oh, you've been doing it for 12 years, you must be a black belt. Well, like, it's common for a lot of Americanized martial arts that people get a black belt in just a few years. But in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's a real slow cook kind of process. You don't get a black belt very easily. So, as you saw, I'm a brown belt. So there's 5 belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You start out with a white belt. That's a beginner. Then once you become more proficient, you have a blue belt. You can usually get that in about 1 to 2 years.
Okay.
Then you move to purple belt. But it might take 3 or 4 years to get to your purple belt. You might be a blue belt for 2 to 4 years or more before you get to the next level. I was a purple belt for several years before I got to my brown. And then when you get to brown, a lot of times people say, like, you know, it could be a year or so, but you don't, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there's no testing. You don't take a test, you don't do a form, you don't do a dance. There's nothing you can do to earn that black belt other than show up and basically prove to your coaches that you have the skill level and you have the right mindset as well. So it's considered fast if you get a black belt in 10 to 12 years. Like, if you get a black belt in 10 years, people are like, whoa, like, that you're really good. You really, like, applied yourself, didn't you? So 12 years, I'm at brown, kind of on track. And that's the thing about brown, about belts in jiu-jitsu too, is that One is you never ask your coach, when am I going to get promoted? So they, it usually comes when you least expect it and when it's long overdue. And so you kind of learn in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like, it's not about the belt. It's not about achieving that next color belt. It's more about showing up every day. When I first started Jiu-Jitsu, I don't think I ever imagined that I would be a brown belt. I think I just started.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to do this. So I just started. And then at some point I looked back and I was like, holy smokes, it's been 10 years I've been doing this. Like, I can't believe, how did that even happen? And it just happened because I started showing up. And so the other day in chat, I said, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we have the saying that a black belt is just a white belt who never gave up. And then I kind of applied that to streaming and other things in life, where it's like, okay, like, if you want to be a streamer, maybe just show up, start streaming.
I got you.
And
a ninja is a McGeeb that never gave up. Yeah.
Yes. exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly right. That's perfect.
I'm making a bumper sticker.
Mic drop right there.
No, that's a really cool perspective though. I was just thinking, because before you said it's not about the color of the belt, I was like, man, I need more stops between that, because to only have 5 colors or something like that between then and 12 years, I'm like, your girl would be like, well, I'm gonna go like join like Girl Scouts where I can get a badge for everything I do, because like your girl just needs some of that, But
I hear you.
Yeah, that's really. But then when you said it's not about the belt, I'm like, okay, well, I get what they're teaching you then, and that's really cool, because you've obviously learned it, because you're still showing up, But
yeah,
I love that.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. BK, did you have any more questions in the chat that you caught?
How often do you get a black eye? That's from Be Cool.
I've had a few. And that's the thing about any martial art. I think one of the things I learned most about jiu-jitsu that's actually helped me translate things to real life too is like to toughen up a little bit, because you do get black eyes in jiu-jitsu, and you do get injuries, and you do get scratched by somebody who didn't cut their nails or something ridiculous. Injuries happen. And when I first started jiu-jitsu, it was like, I remember either getting like bumped by a knee or bumped by an elbow or something, and being like, I'll like kind of like, ugh, like that hurt, being all sensitive about it. And then at some point I realized, like, oh, like most like brown belts and stuff, like if I bump them with the knee, they're just kind of like, no, dude, it's good, it's fine, keep moving. Like they don't even stop, like they don't even like recognize it. It's like, no, I'm good. And so you can translate that to other things in life. And I would say that, there are things that I get too sensitive about, and Miss Mantra will tell you, she'd be like, stop being so sensitive. So I need to like translate that to something in real life too, right? Like maybe she says something.
I would cry if somebody would say that to me. I'd be like, I'm not sensitive, sobbing. My eyes are just sweating.
I know. But to be fair, to answer the question directly, I've only in 12 years maybe had
Hi, Miss
3
Piggy.
or 4 black eyes at the very most. But yeah, you get a lot of injuries, and some people actually get life-altering injuries where they got to get a knee replacement, or they got to take some time off. And I've been really fortunate to not have any of that. So grateful for that.
Let's go. Also, so I have a question. Are you a PC gamer now, or are you still Xbox?
This is one of the things I love talking about, honestly.
Oh gosh.
I am still on the Xbox.
No, you are
still
not.
Straight from the Xbox.
What?
I don't even run the Xbox through a PC. I'm running the Xbox.
There's no way.
To the stream, 100%.
No. What?
No, I'm
on
not even
controller.
messing around.
You're on controller.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you? Wow.
Okay. This is okay.
This
Mickey,
makes more sense. This makes more sense on why you're so new to Discord and everything.
Yeah, like
Daddy's like
everybody's-
ding 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 ding.
honestly, so it's like okay, thank you. Like since I've been yeah, so like since I've been streaming and like my communities come around me, they're like, "Don't you have a Discord? Don't you have a Discord? Don't you?" And I'm like, I don't get Discord. I just don't understand it. It's like a whole nother thing for me to learn and understand. I just don't have the time for it. I'm just going to focus on what I can focus on. And I'll play some Fortnite. straight from the Xbox. It goes straight to Twitch. I'm happy. Okay, like.
Wow, I'm actually
honestly,
legitimately mind blown. I'm legitimately mind blown.
I have to tell you, this is like one of my platform like things. Okay, I'm creating a TED Talk right now. Come in. I see so many people out on the internet. I'm a part of different, streamer groups and all this stuff. And people are like,
Daddy J-Face, BK is a mod, and then
lost my
Matra
job,
is who we're
I'm gonna start
interviewing.
Streaming full time, and I'm gonna go buy a PC and help me get to affiliate. And I'm like, hello, like you're not okay. You lost your job. You're gonna start streaming full time. You're gonna go spend $6,000 on a streaming setup, and you're not even affiliate yet. Like, how about we test the concept? How about do we know if you have the ability to run a stream? Because it's not like I see a lot of people that just turn on a stream and like they just expect to go live and then like their channel like blows up and then they're just like, yeah, I made it as a streamer. Does not happen that way. So I wanted to set out to work with what I had. Again, kind of a callback to what my mom taught me. Work with what you've got. Okay. I didn't have a budget to just go buy a brand new gaming PC. I didn't have a budget to even buy like a streaming PC. So I'm like, what do I have? I have an Xbox. I have a MacBook Pro. I have a monitor. Like, what are the things that I have at this moment that I can start building with? So when I started streaming, I literally started streaming straight from the Xbox, and I was just using my gaming headset microphone to do some commentary on my game. And then eventually I plugged in the webcam, like the basic.
This is
Logitech
mind-blowing
webcam.
to me.
Yeah.
I love it.
I had to figure out if it was possible. But also, I'm kind of like at that point now where I want to prove to people, like, you don't need to go blow a bunch of money. Now, if it's your hobby and you want to blow the money on it, you got it, and it's not going to affect you financially, fine, go for it. But
it's not a necessity. Yeah,
I want to prove to people that you can do a lot with a little. So when I in my evolution, I was like, okay, I have a webcam. I'm going to plug that straight into the Xbox. And now I was just plugged straight into the Xbox. The audio didn't match my lips. Like my talking didn't match my lips on the stream. But I was like, it doesn't seem like it stops anybody from watching. So I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to, it's better to have it done than to have it perfect. So I was like, I'll just start doing that. And then I started exploring a little bit more. Like, okay, well, there's this thing called Lightstream that I use that allows me to do overlays and different scenes straight from the Xbox if I've got some sort of like computer that I can look at a web page. So I can look at Lightstream. It's basically OBS in the cloud. So it's a cheap little subscription. It allows me to put together scenes and overlays. Amazing. I can put a chat overlay on there and everything. So for, I don't know, like $12 a month or something, I pay for Lightstream. And I stream straight from the Xbox to Twitch. Does it have issues sometimes? Yeah, of course. Is it perfect? Nah, it's not. But I just wanted to prove to people, especially like a lot of people that I run into on the internet who want advice on getting to affiliate, that it's better to just start with what you have. And then just test and prove the concept. Like, do I have the ability to run a stream? And are there people interested in what I'm doing? Are there people interested in what I'm saying? And I don't think you need to have a whole lot to start out with. Is it fun to grow and add things to your stream as you grow, and as it's necessary? Absolutely, do it. But that's where I'm coming from.
But you don't need an entire
from the Xbox.
Dang, that blows my mind. That blows my mind. Okay, so I'm a fan of that too. Before I had the LED lights, I got these as a gift for my birthday and Christmas. Before I had those, I bought this. Aww. This is an Amazon lamp right here that was gifted to me by my sister like Christmas years ago, and it like changes different colors. So I would change it to whatever color I wanted it to be for the whole stream, and it just lit up the wall behind me. And that was until I got like this was a gift, But I'm the same way. Like work with what you've got because
everybody made fun of me for having my 50 million free computer.
Okay, but Daddy, hold on. He has like 4 computers doing his one stream because he like daisy chains them.
Free computers, and I use them for different bits and pieces that I need them for.
I'm dead. I love it so much, though. I love it so much.
Do your thing.
And that's why I used to tell everybody when we were back in that other Facebook group we were in, McGee. Is that you don't need to spend $1 million. People wanted to get a capture card from to do whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody is like, you need to get the Elgato capture card, this and this. I was like, no, go on Amazon and spend $40 if you want a capture card.
Yeah.
It works just fine for what you need it for.
Yeah.
And then once you start making money off of it, then you can think of upgrading to a $200 capture card.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you're not
Just
there
what you.
yet.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's awesome. I actually am literally mind blown that you. Thank you guys. Cheers. That. You are Xbox. I was literally expecting you to be like, no, I made the switch to PC. And then I was expecting you to talk about the switch to PC from controller. So I'm a little shocked. I love it.
At some point, maybe I'll be there.
But also the quality of
today's
your
still
stream
Xbox.
is not like you talked about, like, hey, does it mess up sometimes? Like, so does PC, so does mine. Like, as a matter of fact, signing on here, I was like, why the frick isn't my camera working? Why is my headset not working? It was so annoying. And I got it working right before you joined, and I was like, play it cool. But the concept is like, I've gone into your stream quite a few times, and I've never been like, oh, this is clearly a console, dude. Like, I've never, because us PC people have got our nose. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I've never gone in there and thought like, wow, this is not quality, or this is. I would have thought that you were running PC for sure from there. So.
Well, I appreciate
awesome.
that.
That's awesome.
Now, that's the thing. I do in my streaming history, in my streaming story, there was a lot of time kind of coming out of COVID even where I wanted to stream, but I was so in my head about, oh, well, I need to have the right camera. I'm a photographer, by the way, so I do have good cameras. And I understand the technology of like setting up a stream. So like there was a time when I was like, okay, I gotta have the right camera, and I'm gonna have to do the right lighting, and then I'm gonna have to. I created a massive list for myself that was overwhelming, and it stopped me from actually starting.
Yeah.
It was in my way. And at some point when the FDM crew came beside me and they're like, yo, we like what you're doing. Like, can you just do more? I was like they didn't really care that it wasn't done on like a really nice high-end camera, with a green screen and all, like they didn't care. It was more about the personality and the vibe and the kind of like just the community that we were creating. It wasn't about, oh, well, he has a really high-end setup. Like people just want to feel that human connection. They want to understand that like, this is a safe place. You want to understand like, oh, I got friends here. They look around the room. They're always throwing high fives at each other. And it had nothing to do with the quality of camera or the lighting that I had set up at all. And so that's what helped me. I'm like, okay, it's better to just start with what I've got instead of being so in my head about the quality.
Yeah.
But with that, McGee, I think there is a quality standard that I have. And when I first started, I just said, okay, I'm going to start with the Xbox, no face cam. Then I added the face cam. Then I added, connecting it to Lightstream and kind of doing some scenes and things. But I did that all baby steps. Like, okay, what could I do today? What's one thing I could do today for my stream? Okay, well, I'm going to add some custom commands. Or I'm going to work on setting up the webcam and I'll do a new scene or something. And so I just tried to do one little thing at a time instead of trying to do it all and then launching this channel and being like, okay, it's all perfected. And then I have nobody there. Like I just wanted to prove to myself, like, we could get a little momentum.
Yeah.
And then as we grow, we start changing things and start adding some quality. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
What is the saying? Perfection is the. Oh, I can't remember.
Yes.
Never mind.
Yes. Let's get it. Come on.
I can't remember what it is. It's perfection is the enemy of progress, I think is what it is.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. And sometimes you just have to realize like, okay, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. And I think a lot of life is that way, right? Like it's whatever, you're going to take a new job or you're going to go to a function or a get together or you're going to get a new car or whatever. It doesn't always work out perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Something's going to happen that's unexpected. It's fine. It's how you handle that and how you move forward.
I like that.
Okay, Mantra, there's another one from the chat from Side Chick.
All right.
I don't know.
Hi, Side Chick.
We've talked about this before, but how did you become Mantra?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay,
also, until this point, I thought I realized that I thought that your name was Mantra. And until this moment, I realized that I would have called you on the street and been like, Mantra, what up? Yeah, that's your government name. In my head. I was like, wait a second.
Yes. How did I come up with the name Mantra? Okay. when I first started playing Fortnite, my name was Leon San Diego because my name is Leon. And then when I was like, okay, well, I want to create actually put some effort into the streaming thing. I was like, well, that's too close to Carmen San Diego, which is like kind of this cheesy little kid show from the 90s or whatever. So I'm like, I'm not going to be Leon San Diego because everybody's going to think I'm trying to copy Carmen. So I was like, okay, I want my channel name to be brandable. And I've been in business for myself. I've worked for myself for 20 years. So I've been through the process of branding many different things. And creating a brand name is something that's important. I wanted something to reflect my personality and my sort of, I guess, like my slant towards being peaceful, creating peace, having, some sort of like Zen element to it or whatever. And so I was just going through the names. I'm not going to be the guy who's like, Demon Slayer 1222 or something, like I'm not going to have like an aggressive gamer name. It's just, I'm not.
Yeah, Daddy. I'm just kidding.
In your face gamer.
He just wants us all to call him Daddy.
I liked the name Mantra because a mantra is some sort of like positive affirmation that you would say to yourself. And I just felt like it fit for me. I'm like, a mantra is something that I don't, it's crazy. My name is Mantra. I don't practice mantras a lot, like definitively, but a mantra is something that you like sit with, like you sit with a phrase and you tell yourself that over and over. And it's usually some sort of positive mindset type of phrase. So I posted one in chat earlier because Be Cool was asking for the mantra of the day. And this is one that's a common type of mantra. I do enough, I have enough, I am enough. And so anyway, I just thought, well, that's something I could create, like a mantra of the day. I like the name itself. Mantra is a very brandable name. It looks good visually. As a graphic, mantra can be done in creative ways, and it sounds cool. It flows off the tongue. That's all there was to it. And I ditched the Leon San Diego and went with Mantra. So this is a long-winded version.
I love that. And what's the FN?
Fortnite, just because Mantra, simply twitch.tv/Mantra was not available.
All right.
So I'm like, well, I and at the time when I switched it over, it seemed kind of common. I don't see it as much now, but it seemed kind of common. If you were a Fortnite player, you put FN on your gamer tag. That was something that I kind of saw frequently, and so I was like, yeah, I'll just put FN on the end of it. Whatever, that's fine. Fortnite, because that's really truly. You asked earlier in the interview here if I play any other games. Fact is, I really don't. I just play Fortnite. So I'm just kind of a dedicated Fortnite player.
Yeah. Look, Harry, you don't channel anything, Mantis. He's actually a bug. I love that.
Behave.
I'm
He's
literally
actually a bug.
We got Mike in the chat. Almost Adulting is here.
Mike Beezer.
Love it.
Let's go.
Love it.
Beezer is Daddy J's son. Everybody, give some love to Beezer. Mike, how are you? Mike, we're doing customs later. That's me winking at you, not being creepy in the camera. Oh, man. That's awesome. Okay, wait. So, BK, did you have any other? Vibe. Did you have any other questions, BK?
Miss Piggy says, Loki, when I read Mantra, I only think Mantis. So he's actually
a bug.
Actually a bug.
You had something in your eye. No, works. Mike, that was me winking at you. Come on, Mike. Hi, Vibe. Oh, man. VK, did you have anything? Did you have another one?
Not from the chat. Okay, so I do have a question. Do you play the piano too? I'm just noticing you have a keyboard behind you.
This one belongs to Miss Mantra, and it would be amazing if one day, while I'm streaming, Miss Mantra plays a soundtrack, the background music of the stream. That would be amazing. But
I would love that.
It's gonna be, okay. Listen, Miss Mantra and I are kind of polar opposite in this sense. I have no problem being on camera.
Pasta with the cheer bits. Thank you so much.
Streaming to the world. Miss Mantra is very camera shy.
So here's what we do.
Just give her a mask.
Yeah, I was gonna say Phantom of the Opera style.
You know the masked singer? Let's just do the masked musician. Like you could just.
I know.
That's awesome.
I literally hear her laughing from the other
You're
room right
like-
now.
Oh, she's there. Come on, come say hi to us.
No, but,
She's like running
I
out
don't
of the
know,
house.
hey, I'm here for it, but it's probably going to be a tough one to
Miss
get around
Piggy,
to.
I'm dead, Miss Piggy.
But I do play. I have in my past life, I used to play the guitar and I used to play the bass. This is a 5-string guitar. Yes, it has been months that I've just let this broken string hang out here. But I don't really play the guitar much anymore. But occasionally on stream, if somebody's having a birthday, I'll just bust it out and we'll sing happy birthday to them. So.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
I do love music. I'm very musical, and for many years in high school, college, I played music. But I don't know. Once I kind of hit adulthood, I just really, unfortunately, kind of stopped.
Drums.
What'd you say?
Bass, piano, and guitar. It's a musical household.
I know.
And then Nicole said, make him pull out the guitar.
There it is.
That's perfect.
Actually, one of these days, I was like, you know what I should do is a just chatting stream, and I'll just change the strings on the guitar, and then maybe I'll strum a few chords and play a little bit. So
Do it.
I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do that. You know what's funny? This is a strange thing. Okay, so I don't know.
What's up, baby?
I don't know how.
Brando, thank you
how
so much,
regular
man.
you've
Thank you
ever
so
been with your
much.
Stream schedule. But,
Remember the whole don't have a plan thing? I tripped and fell and got here. I don't have a plan. Anyways, keep going. We'll pretend like I do.
but I have a very regular stream schedule. And sometimes I've noticed that Fridays tend to be a bit slower. Lower numbers. I think that people are kind of getting ready for the weekend, and Friday just often seems to be a slower day. Yeah. So yesterday, and I'm weird about this, I love looking at my metrics on my stream. And I always love to see, max number of viewers and, unique chatters and how many chat messages. I love looking at all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was looking at the stream, and something came to mind.
No
while I was
vibe. I
streaming,
don't
and
have
was
a plan. That's the
interesting.
problem.
When I went back, it confirmed. Okay. I might need to change the content on my stream a little bit, because yesterday I had some moments in between games where I was just chatting, and I was like, the numbers are higher than they were 5 minutes ago. Okay, cool. And then I go back to playing the game, and guess what? The numbers went back down. I literally went back to my metrics where there's a page on our page where we can see our stream, and then it has a timeline. It says max number or number of chats.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, here's a spike. And I clicked on it. I'm like, it's just me chatting. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I go to a game, and then the numbers drop. So I may be integrating more just chatting.
Yeah.
And the day that Fortnite was broken, I did attempt to do just chatting, and it was kind of a mess in a lot of ways, but people still showed up and people still had a good time. And so I think I'm evaluating maybe the pressure that I put on myself to play Fortnite on stream.
Yeah.
And maybe I can just chit chat with people. Maybe there's something to be had there. So again, there may be a slight evolution happening where I want to explore some of that, because people seem to enjoy the chit chat and enjoy the talking. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just one of those weird things I just noticed. I don't know. Do you guys, for your stream though, do you like looking at the numbers? I know some people like looking at the numbers, some people don't.
Okay, so BK doesn't stream. Daddy uses 48 computers, so he gets 48 results. No, I'm just kidding. No.
No, the reason. No, let me
I
tell
can't.
you. The reason why I don't is because I don't stream to. I'm not trying to get bigger. Really, I stream to hang out with folks and chill, and I'm happy when I have my 2 constant people in my chat and we just BS back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to have all the numbers up while streaming, and it got super discouraging, and I took them down because I just couldn't. But we had Mike on Mornings with one time, and he was talking about how much the statistics really helped him get insight into his streams. So I've started looking at them. I haven't used them to my advantage yet. I've started looking and just kind of getting information about them, but mostly for me, not from the point of view of trying to grow, because I've pivoted a little bit since when I was like, oh, this is going to be my way out, versus now I can really do it as something I enjoy. So I'm using it more to see like what the stream enjoys more, if that makes sense. But I don't, but I don't have like, I don't know how to say that. I haven't used it to the ability, like Mike uses it really well. Like he's able to like get in and see and read, similar like what we were saying. So I haven't done that yet, or at least used it yet, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah.
Pasta,
like
we
said,
have it recorded. It's on YouTube.
I've had my own businesses.
It's on YouTube
since like 2004, and so it's hard for me to not think of streaming, even if streaming is literally just a hobby. It's hard for me to get out of that mindset of like, oh well, how could we make it better? How do I make sure that this is working properly? And so there's kind of this mindset of it being a small business that's behind the scenes there. And while it is truly, it started out as just sort of a hobby kind of thing that was just an experiment. At some point it started evolving, and I'm like, okay, well, like there's some momentum happening here. And I think that part of that happens because you're conscious about what's going on with the numbers. And in business, there's this like cheesy little saying, that which gets measured gets managed. And so I like to think of it as like, if you don't know the score, how do you win the game? And if your goal is to have a good time and to just, goof off with some friends and like have some fun in the process, like you've achieved the goal. But like in my sense, like I think there's for me, I hit a point when I was like, there's maybe some potential here for something, and maybe it's not a full-time potential for me, maybe it's a part-time potential for me, and I'm happy for that. And so if I can explore that to its fullest potential, I will. And that's one of the reasons why I like looking at the metrics, because it allows me to, it gives me that insight and allows me to kind of go like, okay, well, like maybe my crew enjoys the chatter that I'm providing over the top of Fortnite, and maybe they like the just chatting better. I don't know. So we'll see.
I think some of me too is trying to figure out what I want to do, right? Like I think at the beginning I streamed Fortnite because it was fun and it was a way to kind of give me something to disconnect and do. But like, I don't know that I only want to be a Fortnite streamer. So I'm also in this season of where if I read the statistics now and implement them, I'm also figuring out like the chat has asked me a million times to do a just chatting stream. And then I'm like sitting here and I'm like, but so I'm like, I don't mind doing it, but I also want to figure out what I enjoy, because I know if I'm enjoying it and having a good time, they're going to enjoy themselves and have a good time, And so that's something that I'm working on, as far as like from my perspective as well. So, but
I see Almost Adulting says, do community game on Friday and watch that be your best day. That's an interesting idea. Because Friday, I think he's saying because Fridays tend to be slower for me, do a community game on Friday. Which, by the way, so McGee, I got to tell you, like you were saying, like, oh, you probably transitioned to PC. Well, one of the problems that I have with being an Xbox gamer is that it's not easy for me. There's ways, but it's not easy for me to just have viewers join my game and hear their game comms. So their game comms on stream aren't heard when I'm doing it straight from the Xbox like this. Again, someone in chat lovingly purchased a capture card for me, and I'm still in the process of trying to figure out how to set all that up so that I can do games with viewers and the chat can hear, the stream can hear their game comms. But it's a very disconnected kind of thing if you can only hear me chatting and not the comms of my team, you know what I mean?
For sure.
That's one of the limitations of being an Xbox gamer or an Xbox streamer, is that if you're doing Fortnite specifically, the game chat or the game comms, the team comms aren't heard for chat, and it's there's a disconnect there. And when I've done it a couple of times, unfortunately, it was like the numbers just plummeted like immediately.
Well, because they're only hearing one side,
from, like a normal stream. Yeah, they're only hearing me talk to my team.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you, Be Cool.
That's one of the hard things too. Is that like once you start playing teams or a duo, trio, squad, your comms and your attention kind of go towards the team and less towards chat. And I've raised my chat to know that I'm very interactive with my chat, so I don't want them to feel left out. It's like back to the house party analogy. Somebody comes, like I have a group of people that come to my house for my birthday party, and they come in, but I don't even acknowledge them, and then they kind of take a seat on the couch and they're hanging around or whatever out on the patio, and I still don't acknowledge them. Like, it just feels weird to me. Like, I want to be able to acknowledge chat, and I want to be able to have that kind of constant communication between chat. And I haven't perfected, I haven't even really explored what it's like to do that when I have a team that I'm playing with. And so for me, it's a little bit harder. Just like when I started streaming, I had to figure out how to play the game and be conscious of what was going on with chat, and then also be able to like speak to chat. That was a new skill to me. I didn't have that in the beginning. Part. So I figured out how to do that. So that's just something I like. Next level for me is I have to figure out how to play with a team and then also engage with chat. So, you know, we're kind of always looking at these different things that we can change and fix and make better in our stream. And, you know, it's a process. It's never perfected.
Yeah. Dang. That's really good. Pasta says, I use Discord with my capture card so people can hear the team. I think that's what he's working on, trying to set up and get all that going.
First, he has to figure out Discord.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Literally, I messaged Daddy J. I was like, yo, hey, I'm here. Where do I go? For this, I had no idea where to go. I mean, McGeeb, you did tell me last night where to go, but I was like driving home from In-N-Out with the burgers. By the way, you said you weren't sure what a double extra toasty was.
With onions.
There was something else I put in there. With onions. So a double. So In-N-Out sells their burgers as like a single burger or double patties. So if you say you want a double, that means you want 2 patties with cheese.
2 patties, 2 cheese.
2 patties, 2 cheese, double. Extra toasty just means that they toast the bun a little bit more than usual, so it's a little more crispy. And then the onions, grilled onions.
That's gross.
You know.
The onion, I mean, not gross. Sorry, that's not my onions. Onions are. I would have done a double toasty, spicy, make up sweat with lettuce. That.
I've never been there.
Me neither.
I love In-N-Out.
Okay, wait.
Well, I think In-N-Out's mostly been a West Coast kind of thing, a California thing, but I think they're growing, and I think they're in like Colorado and stuff.
Wait, BK, we can just look up the closest In-N-Out to us and then just take a road trip.
Okay.
We'll just go live from the car. We'll just go live from the car and experience.
I think it's like Texas is the closest one to you.
Well, that feels really far. Maybe we can find one closer. Like a little closer. I'm going to Google it. Yeah, okay, fine. I guess we could fly from Florida. That's not bad. But okay, chat, BK, Daddy.
Fort Worth, Texas.
See, look, Fort Worth, Texas. You know who lives right around Fort Worth, Texas?
Would that be you?
No, that would be
Evan. Evan Perp.
Oh.
If I showed up at Homeboy's area, he'd be like, "Get out." Actually, I don't think he would. I think he'd hang out. Guys, we have time for one more question. BK.
I have a question.
Daddy.
Mantra.
Yes.
If you had to give some advice to your 16-year-old self, what would it be?
Don't do it.
It's a trap.
That's what I would tell myself.
Man.
Grilled onions is
Dude, I love this question. Okay, here's
Brando. Give me your ideal burger. Give me your ideal burger.
I don't have it all figured out. It's not gonna be perfect.
Everyone in chat, give me your ideal burger.
I would say find yourself and educate yourself and apply yourself, because I think at that time of my life, I just was like excited to just make friends. I didn't care about school. I didn't really care about like finding myself and really figuring out who I wanted to be. I was just kind of like, I mean, I guess in some ways when you're 16-year-olds, you think you know who you are.
Oh yeah.
You think you understand the world, you know?
I was so sure, and I was so wrong.
Exactly. But I think what I appreciate, looking back, I guess, to answer that question, what I've appreciated most is the growth that I found through reading books and through just sort of exploring different
Goddess
on things and different perspectives in life and getting a broader understanding of how the world works. And I think that's stuff that's really been meaningful to me. And I think at 16 years old, I was just really focused on like, okay, punk rock music, skateboarding, socializing, and I just was so like narrowly focused, and I wasn't really like looking at the big picture. So I would probably tell myself to educate myself a bit more and maybe even travel some more. But yeah.
Dang.
Definitely travel some more. That would be.
B. Cole's advice was kiss the girl. Kiss the girl.
Kiss the girl.
That's so funny.
My favorite Disney movie.
Listen, Mantra, we've laughed, we've cried. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, no, I have had such an incredible time getting to know you. Like, it does, I don't know. For me, it changes things. Like going into your stream now is a little bit different. It's not just like Mantra. It's like Mantra. Like that's my freaking dude. Okay, so thank you. Number one, thank you for getting up 8:30 your time and being available to us. But thank you for you shared some pretty vulnerable stuff just about your life and your upbringing, and I really, really, really appreciate that. Also, just so that you know, it made me feel a little bit less alone today. And the stuff in the season that I'm going through, it just made you're just like you sharing and you being real and authentic was I was like, man, there's just a part of it that spoke to me. And so I'll share some of that with you off stream. But I really do just appreciate you and your vulnerability. And then also, I don't know, just having fun with it. Like you weren't stiff. You were great. You enjoyed yourself. Well, that's me speaking for you. I enjoyed having you. You've dressed up. You did handstands.
I want to say thank you though for having me, and anyone who's known me for any amount of time knows that I'm pretty much an open book. Yeah. And so on my stream, I share stories. I share stories about my mom. I share those vulnerable things. I think there's a lot of power in vulnerability, and I think that it's something that people are afraid of, but I think that people really appreciate. So I think that a lot of us tend to walk around being afraid to be vulnerable, but then we appreciate when other people are vulnerable with us. And so I do my best to not be too much information when I stream, but I'm very conscious about just sharing who I am. And so anyway, it's my pleasure, and anyone from your community is welcome in mine. If anyone's having a down day and McGeeb is not streaming, come on over to my chat.
Even if I am, head on over. No, I
appreciate you, and I appreciate you having me, and it's been great to get to hang with you guys as well. So
yes, Miss Mantra, thank you for letting him spend Saturday morning with us. We know that you're still in here, even though you're shy. We can't wait to see you and meet you one day. No, but
there may be an emote with her face on it. Actually, I think a side chick.
Side chick.
Cool. They know how to find them.
Side chick. Drop that emote. Drop Miss Mantra in the chat. Let's go. All right, chat. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to switch over to Fortnite. Honda's gonna host.
There she is.
Custom game. Okay, I see you. Go ahead, Miss Mantra.
That's Miss Mantra with Pumpkin. It's hard to tell, but that's actually Pumpkin that she's like holding.
Dang, Shorty's a quarter piece. Okay, she's far from a dime. The type of girl that get up and go make a mind. Okay, wait, sorry. All right, let's go. My husband's gonna.
Sometimes I call Pumpkin Plumpkin. Pumpkin.
Yeah. She's there. I love that. She's Miss Mantra. You are so pretty. Okay. My husband's gonna kick me off the internet for hitting on other people's spouses, but it's fine. It's fine. No. So, this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna switch to Fortnite. We're gonna do some custom games, which means yes, you. Well, only 100 of you. There's only 26 of you in here. All of you would have space to join the custom games if you're down for it. So we're going to switch there. Give us just a few minutes to get set up. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody here, and then we'll be over. So we're going to switch to Fortnite. Y'all get ready for